Hi, my name's Kelly Forbes, Senior Mental Health Practitioner for Newry and District GP Federation. I'm going to cover some more breathing techniques today. So the first one I want to talk about is sending our breath down to the tummy. So the first thing I want you to do is put a hand on your chest and a hand on your tummy and just breathe and notice which ones are moving, whether your hand on your chest or the hand on your tummy. So I've done quite a big breath in there, and I would say both my chest and my tummy are moving. Probably a little bit more my chest that time. Okay, so what tends to happen when we become a bit more on that fight-flight side of things, so more of the emotions that have anxiety or stress or frustration or anger, is that we tend to breathe a bit more up in our chest because those emotions have a lot of energy to them and they need more breath, more oxygen, more adrenaline to them. So a way to reduce some of those emotions is to do the opposite of what the body's trying to do, is to send the breath down to the stomach rather than letting it sit up in the chest. So this time, see if you can do it with me. When I send the breath down, I'm really going to try and get my hand on my tummy to move, almost imagining like I have a balloon down in my tummy. And once more here. Okay, so have a practice with that one and see how you get on. It's really common that both hands move a little bit to start with, but even sending the attention down to the tummy and moving it a little bit would be a really, really good start. The next one I'm going to talk about is hand breathing. This one's really helpful if you're a bit of an overthinker, and what it looks like is having the hand in front of you, and if I take a breath in and on my out breath, I'm really going to notice where my breath has kind of hit my hand. So the science behind this is the part of my brain that has to register where my breath has landed on my hand cannot be online at the same time as my overthinking part. So but we're almost saying, let's bring our attention over here, and that should help quieten the mind a little bit. So if I do a few and just show you what it looks like. So I'm breathing in through my nose, out through my mouth, and I'm noticing my breath really landed on that area on my hand. So just one more here, and then, okay. So for me, I'm a bit of an overthinker, and what that technique does for me is I can still feel there's energy up in my mind, but the thoughts don't really have structure to them. It just all feels a little bit numb. So I really like that one for just helping to quieten the mind a little bit. And then the last one I want to talk about is rectangle breathing. So again, when we're anxious, we tend to breathe up more in the chest and we tend to take a longer breath in. Again, those emotions that need energy, need more adrenaline, more oxygen, so there's more breathing up here. So the rectangle breathing, again, is just doing the opposite of that long in-breath. So what we do with this is we follow the outline of a rectangle. I tend to use my phone because I always have my phone on me, but you can use it anywhere. You can use a window, a door, there will always be a rectangle in whatever room you're sitting in. And the key is you breathe in on the short side, and then you breathe out on the long side. And then once again, you breathe in on the short side, out on the long side. Okay. The other thing to note about breathing is if you're a mouth breather, which some people breathe in through their nose more than their mouth, I breathe in through my mouth more. So if I breathe in through my nose a lot, it can actually make me feel a bit lightheaded. So just something to be aware of. So whenever I do breathing exercises, I tend to alternate breathing in through my mouth, out through my mouth, maybe in through my nose, out through my mouth. Just something to be mindful of. So we'll just do one more of these together and I'll breathe in through my mouth just to show you what that looks like. So in through my mouth and then out. In through my mouth and The phone in particular is really handy because you can subtly do it anywhere. You know, if you're sat on a bus, or you're sat in a meeting, or you're sat in an evening with the family, you can easily just move your attention over to the phone and just use that as your rectangle to guide you. So good luck with those. Thank you.